This is Stephanie, and this is the Mocha Minutes Podcast. Hey guys, before we get into the episode, I just want to let you know about something that's a little new here at the Mocha Minutes Podcast. We are now participating in Buy Me a Coffee. So if you haven't heard, buymeacoffee.com is a place where you can show some support and some love monetarily to some of your favorite content creators. That includes me. So it's in the increments of either $1, $3, or $5, and you can do as many as you would like. So I just wanted to let you guys know, would love some support. So if you would go to buymeacoffee.com/Mocha Minutes, I would greatly appreciate it. It will also be in the show notes. Okay, here we go. We're just beginning. We can't stop now. We're gonna make it work out somehow. We'll show the world what it takes. We can't let go. Oh, no matter how hard it gets, we haven't finished yet. There's so much of life ahead. We've got so much to do. No matter how hard we try, we just can't say goodbye. Don't leave me with regrets, 'cause we haven't finished yet. Hello and welcome to the Mocha Minutes Podcast. This is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me. In hindsight, I just sung that song and realized that if I was a rapper and I could do the songs over the beats, I probably would have done an Migos song. I am not a rapper. I don't do the hippity hops. But love and light to the rapper Takeoff's family, because tragically he was unalived. And I am literally, that was not on my bingo card for November 1st, 2022. That literally was not on it. And I am just flabbergasted because he was not left off Bad and Boozy. And him and Quavo were embarking on a duo. Things were iffy between them and Mr. Set. And now it's that part of, dang, we're not going to get a Migos reunion album. And that just sucks. But love to his family. And I found out today that all the Migos are actually related. And I literally did not know that. I'm like, I didn't realize they were actually blood relatives. So this is just a tragedy all around. There's a few folks. Mr. Designer, Mr. Panda for 3.5 minutes is now contemplating if he wants to do rap anymore. Kind of don't blame him. I kind of understand that. But yeah, love and light to his family. This is just awful. But that's not why we're here. It's not here, but definitely love and light. But I am excited because when I started watching this show, I love it. I just like watching shows with other Black people, most notably Black women. I think we make shit very, very fun and interesting. So I am very honored and privileged and just literally beside myself to have So from Bad and Boozy Podcast. I cannot believe it. This is supposed to make me laugh because I'm like, this is just awful, tragedy. But I have So from the Bad and Boozy Podcast. So how you doing? Bad and
Hey, Boozy. Girl. Hey, everybody. It is So Lovely, aka Vicki Valancourt, aka Erica Jane's Earrings, aka Justice for Mary Crosby, aka Lenithia Targaryen, aka I am so glad Juan Dixon is not here. And I do have to give my condolences to the Migo.
Come on.
28 is too young.
28. And I really didn't know they were related. I was like, they're actual relatives? I'm like, one's an uncle, one's a nephew. I'm like, time out. Nope, I'm not going to ask about this Tyler Perry math. I'm going to just keep it moving.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's not an indictment on the Black community. Can I say that?
Yes, please.
Because
Please do.
there's an old saying, an old African proverb, if you will, that says niggas gon' nig.
Okay.
It's just the nature of being. Wrong place, wrong time. It was Halloween, so that's like something else. It's always something happening on that night. That's why I stay in the house, but you never expect to wake up and hear things like that. It's so sad. It's unfortunate. I feel like these things are happening more and more. I don't know if it's a sign of the times, but it's no coincidence that it happened in Texas where literally a squirrel could carry a gun. So
it's not even concealing carry, like it's just open carry up there.
Oh yeah. So I mean, hey, Texans, Houstonians in particular, if y'all don't push that man in his wheelchair down a hill somewhere and vote for Beto.
Please vote for Beto. Please. It's like, and so yeah, I'm glad you said that, because let's say, yeah, okay. So y'all, hi, hello. I've seen many a nig play a dice game. To say that you are at a place where you should no longer be doing these things, it's like, girl, it's just a dice game. But also, it's the thing about it is, like, I don't care how much money you got in your pocket. You should still be able to enjoy something as simple as playing dice with your friends, especially when you can play dice with your family.
Right.
So it's kind of like, yeah, that's not it. It's an unfortunate incident, because I think he got hit by somebody on his side by accident. So that's the other part of this. I'm like, it's a lot that's going on. Also, I hope everybody who is, and I'm gonna say it, I hope everybody who's sharing that video of this man literally laying on the ground, bleeding, I hope y'all step on Legos for at least another 3 years every damn day. Because it's like, why would you put that on any part of social media? Girl, why do you have that on your phone? Why would you share that? That's just wrong. It's like, girl, let's act like this man has family members who maybe haven't talked to him in a while, and then they find out on social media and seeing him on the ground bleeding. It's like, girl, that is not the way to find this out. It's like, it's okay to not share everything you see. I promise you, we will still find out. You don't have to share that kind of stuff. And yeah, and I hope all y'all get reported. I'm sorry. No, report it. You might need to be a little suspended. Maybe you need to like be suspended and then think about what you did over there on social media.
That's it. From one fat Black bitch to another, Jason Lee, I so hope somebody whoops your fat Black ass.
Oh my God. This man, he killed an old white lady, this old British white lady, and said, well, what? I mean, I was just early. Sir, shut up. Jason Lee, I swear, he is not the ambassador to Blackness that he thinks he is.
Like, no one should be rushing to report someone's death.
Not at all.
No one should be rushing to post video of someone's death and their loved ones in shock. No one should be the first one to say, oh man, my favorite group, I wish I would have got a chance to interview them. Like, you don't see how much
that's not even important at this point. See, this is why those cops that got sued by Vanessa Bryant, that's why they fucking lost. I'm like, because one, it's just out of pocket and it's wrong. Jason Lee, I get it. You're like, I'm trying to be ambassador to Blackness. I'm trying to be the Black TMZ. I feel like that's a shade room, but that's neither here nor there. It's like, but if we're sitting here talking about how toxic it is, where it's like, I gotta be the first to report it. And I'm like, or you don't have to be. It's like, there's got to be some kind of line. And if there is no line, that says a lot about you.
Yeah. I mean, you're still going to get the clicks a day later.
If you really are. You can wait.
Story later. It could wait.
Even an hour later, I was just like, how did y'all get these videos? Like, this is just out of, but I was like, wait a minute, how do y'all know this? Like, even like Houston News just said people were like, because the first thing I saw was like people were shot and injured and one fatally. That was also, then all of a sudden, like, you don't know this. I'm like, wait, the Houston News didn't even post that it was him at first.
Right.
Take a beat, y'all. It really is, because this is just awful. And believe me, I wanted them to work it out, because I think it was those like Quavo and Takeoff. They were, am I saying that? Yeah, Takeoff. And they were like with like basically their entourage, and they're talking about like, them, they're they not really to fucking with Offset right now. Offset not fucking with them. And somebody there was like, man, we family. We gonna fix this. We always gonna be family. At the time I didn't know they were related, but the person that was speaking, I don't know if they actually were family, but now you got to sit with, they aren't going to be able to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, not on this side of Jordan. Other side of Jordan, maybe. But it's like here, it's not, because that young man is gone. And so it's kind of like makes you go, some things are just, yeah, death is a little bit too final for you to be holding on to shit. It's like, just kind of work it out. And it's okay to just like, right now we not cool. And it's like, but that's still family. Because one, this is still relatives. Y'all related.
This that as a different pass.
Right. It's like that for me, it's like I'm sitting here like that as another layer of it. It's like this is a whole nother layer because y'all are blood relatives, not just y'all in a rap group. I'm like, where the hell have I been that I didn't know that? I didn't know that at all.
You've been drinking your water and minding your business.
I feel like I have been. I feel like that's what it sounds like to Stephanie. I'm like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have been minding my business. But y'all, we are here not to talk about Offset and how Stephanie don't know whole takeoff verses. We are here to talk about the House of the Dragon or House of Dragons. I'm like, that's not what it's called. They're like, it's called House of the Dragon. Is it though?
It's not. No, it's called House Dragons. Them Dragons, House of Dragons.
Okay. It's like, it's kind of like, we had them thrones and now we got them dragons. I'm like, this is what I'm saying. Black people make shit more fun to watch, like for real. It's like,
yeah, you know what? I want to watch Dragon Ball HBO too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do.
Oh my gosh. So full disclosure, I know I'm probably gonna get flogged or like shame that I didn't hate the last season of Game of Thrones. I truly didn't. I didn't hate it. It was just like, oh, I wanted different stuff, but I'm like, let me tell you something, George. If y'all see, I was a True Blood fan, and let me just say this: that show went so off the rails, away from the books, and I'm like, and they had all the books, and it still was like, girl, I guess, like, girl. Reading the books and watching the show is two different things, and I'm like, y'all, the books are definitely better. That Were Panther thing would have made a lot more sense in the book if y'all read the book, because on the show it's like, girl, this is stupid as hell. It's like, this is dumb. So I'm like, this man did not finish the books, and they're like, well, what are we supposed to do? What did y'all want him to wait? Because guess what, y'all, he still ain't finished these books.
He got his money
y'all
though.
Like a sucker. He's like, oh, well, prequel it is. I guess I don't need to finish.
Listen,
you could have finished that. Again, it's like, this is not the way I would have turned the Game of Thrones, but that's neither here nor there. So when they said prequel, I was very much like, I don't know. I don't think I want this. And then I watched it and went, ooh, we back. It's like, listen, ooh, we back. So what did you like when you watched it the first time? You're like, did you get like warm? It's so funny I'm talking about dragons going. You just get warm.
Well, okay. So full disclosure, I too did not hate the final season of Game of Thrones, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I didn't start watching until midway through season 6. So I wasn't as thoroughly invested in it. I had to binge and catch up. Now, had it taken me 10 years to get to that ultimate point, I probably would have had some feelings, but I was like, you know what? I could appreciate this. I wasn't mad at it being all shot in the dark. I got a good TV and I know how to turn my lights out. You know what I'm saying? Turn my brightness up. I wasn't mad. Yeah, but you know what? When I heard about this show, I said, you know what? I'm going to check it out because I'm not going back to rewatch Game of Thrones. It's too much time. I'm not doing it again. So let me give this a chance. And baby,
honey,
they had me at hello.
Okay. Okay.
Like, oh shit, we back. We backing on musty ass Westeros. Okay.
We back to Swamp Dick. We are back to Swamp Dick. Okay. We are here. We are here back to Swamp Dick.
The lace fronts was lacing. But Who doing the black people hair? Because I
Um,
have feelings, I have
a
thoughts,
lot
I
of
have questions.
just don't say it was at Tyler Perry Studios because then I'd have to fight you.
No, it wasn't even like that because it's not the look of the hair, it's the texture. So you giving them the locks look like mops, like loose mops. And I'm
Those
not
are not
understanding
tight 4C
why.
coils. And I'm like, y'all don't have relaxers in Westeros. So what the
No.
hell is happening? There should be some tight curls, darling.
Right,
Or at
right.
least
I
three,
mean,
at least 3C. If you're not going to do 4C, at least three.
at least, you know what I'm saying? There should be some little kinks around the edges. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
A
Just,
little kitchen action in the back,
just, just, you know, just a little bit.
I'm not understanding who the hairstylist down in Westeros and why they're not going to see. They're not going to a black stylist. That's the problem.
They're not.
They ain't got no black stylist.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say. I was like, now I like that we're seeing some black people, and white people lose their minds. Like, what the fuck are these black people doing here? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to me too that we're just black people just walking around on their hind legs in Westeros. I know it's crazy to me too. Girl, shut up. Like, okay, so who's that? All right, so House of the Dragon starts a good 200 years before, Rastafarian, Targaryen. I hate Hulu for giving me that damn video. I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't be singing this song every time I see her face. And let me just say this. I know y'all hated that last season. She burnt shit to the ground. Let me just tell you, fuck them people in King's Landing. I'd have burnt their asses alive too. What you talk about? It's like, I don't see a problem with her literally fucking their asses up. But what? Fuck them. Cersei, like, literally burn their asses alive. Y'all mad? Nope. Light their asses on fire. What's the problem?
Fricassee, baby.
Frick, child, get you a nice little, like, crisp layer on their asses.
Okay? Listen, that was the first cookout.
Hello? I'm like, she is welcome at the cookout. Literally. Literally.
She bringing the flames. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to start the fire.
Somebody got to do it. So House of the Dragon is about House Targaryen. Yay. So it starts with Jaehaerys Targaryen, who was known as the Old King. And homeboy, he just... So just so y'all know, HBO.com has a character guide that is going to probably put some Marvel website to shame. So King Jaehaerys, commonly known as the Old King, reigned over the realm for nearly 6 decades. I swear these people be living of peace and prosperity. Father to 13 children. Unfortunate tragedy claimed both his sons and heirs, leaving the question of succession as a cause for unrest. Calling upon a great council to choose his heir peacefully, he chose Viserys Targaryen as his successor. So there was, I guess the grandchildren were Daemon, Viserys, and Rhaena. Hooray. Sorry. I'm sorry. I kind of like her. I don't know why, but I kind of do.
Niecy.
It's like, I just kind of love her. I kind of don't know why I love her so much, but I kind of do. So Viserys was named king. He married Aemma, Aaron. Yeah, remember these names because they come back up. So they had, let's see. They had, she's the king, wife of King Viserys. They had one child, Princess Rhaenyra. My baby. So they had one child. Daemon married that ugly ass lady. Sorry, that's rude. That is rude. So Daemon is the younger brother. And he is literally everybody wants to fuck him, and I didn't realize it was such a thing until I went on the TikTok. where I found a lot of Black women really ship this man. I think his name is the real actor is Matthew Smith, and apparently he was Doctor Who. I never watched Doctor Who, so I didn't realize this was a thing.
Right.
Like, oh, y'all really like ship him. I didn't watch Doctor Who. I don't get it, but it's like apparently that's a thing. So his first wife was Rhea Royce, that he allegedly bludgeoned to death, but it's neither there. Then he married Lena Valerian, and they had two daughters, Bela and Raina. Oh, look, Raina. Y'all love this name. So there's that. And then let's see. The other child, well, grandchild is, I'm sorry, it's Rhaenys, not Raina. It's Rhaenys. So apparently, I think there would have been like a thing where it would have been an issue if they had said Rhaenys was the heir, which is why Viserys is and not her. So she ended up marrying the sea snake, Lord Corlys Valerian. And so they live over there by the sea, you know, with Sebastian. I'm gonna leave this lady alone. And she lived with the Black people. That's her Black ass husband is Lord Corlys, who, by the way, has been serving since the day he got on that fucking show. I loving Lord Corlys.
You made a good point. Does that mean Ursula is a Valerian?
Oh, yes. Because I'm sorry, y'all.
She was the bad Ursula. Bitch of the sea. Okay.
I'm just saying. We claimed Ursula. Ursula's Black. I get it. No, the live action is going to be the Medea of white people, Megan McCarthy. When I tell you this, when they did that mean tweet, and she said, I think her name is not Megan. Is it not Megan? Her last name is McCarthy because Jenny McCarthy is her cousin.
Melissa McCarthy. When they said she is the Medea of white people, I have not known peace since that day. I said, I shouldn't be laughing because it's true. White people don't say hello, they say yellow. So that's what she would say. The white Medea would say yellow.
When I said they said she's the Medea for white people, I'm just like, I don't even know if y'all really understand how funny that is.
And accurate.
It's very accurate. I love Melissa McCarthy. She makes me laugh, but she really is the Medea of white people. I know she will be playing Ursula, but y'all, Ursula, like Goofy, is Black.
Hello.
And Skeeter from
yes. Let's talk about it. Talk about it.
But he green. Exactly. Don't matter. He Black. Goofy is Black. The Goofy movie is a Black movie. Leave us alone. Okay? It's like it's Ursula. So Rhaenys married Corlys. They had two children, Lena and Laenor. Laenor. And she was the queen who never was, because I think people thought like she would be better as queen, but of course she has a whole vagina, so they're like, no. They're like, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So after the old king dies, we have three prominent big houses. House Valerian, House Strong. That's so funny when I think about it. And House Hightower.
Oh.
These are not, this is not directly attached, because if you look at it, House Strong is literally off to itself. It doesn't even have a dotted or like double line. There is nothing there. It's like, yeah, he over here, but he included. Okay, girl, I guess. So this is the first season, and it is getting a second season, but we're not getting it for another 2 or 3 years, I believe.
2024. They think they Euphoria.
So I guess we're getting Euphoria next year. I shouldn't be sighing like that. I need y'all to get your shit together, because it was really a good season. It's like it's setting everything up. So in this show, you see that if they do have to have a whole what is called a cesarean section, yeah, y'all just die. If we cut this baby out, she's not going to make it. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's what happened to Lady Emma. She passed away because apparently they had a son, Lord Balon, and he passed away. So he is. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, Balon is somebody else.
No, that was Balon. They named the baby Balon, but that's the baby that passed.
The one that
After
died. That's right.
Yeah.
Because they were like, yo, they cut her out, and then the baby still didn't pass because they only had a daughter and they had no sons. And it's kind of like, hey, hello, patriarchy. It's got to be a guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Viserys kind of angered a few people when he said Rhaenyra is his heir. So House Hightower is a very interesting one because House Hightower is the house that is the hand to the king or his right hand. They just call him hand. So you have Otto and you have, I think this is his brother, Robert or Hobart. Yeah. Otto is a snake. He reminds me of someone who thinks chaos is a ladder.
Ooh.
And I'm like, So Otto had two children. One is, I think, Dwayne. The other one is Alicent.
Wait, you said Dwayne?
As long as it looks like it says Dwayne, but it might say Dwayne. Dwayne. Who the hell this person is, but Dwayne. Girl, I'm sitting here like, who the fuck are these people? Like, I'm never even like, first of all, like, oh no, it's Dwayne. I'm like, girl, y'all just making shit up at this point. Okay. So Alicent was the childhood best friend of Rhaenyra, but when Aemma passed, her father literally positioned her to marry the king.
That's putting it nicely.
I mean, I could say pimping or grooming her, but you know what? Position is what I want to sit with. Ew. Imagine your own father pimping you out so you can marry the man who's a good, maybe what, 30, 40, 50 years older than you? Mm-hmm. Sure, what? So, ended up, she marries Viserys Targaryen, being the second wife. Rhaenyra was like, girl, what the entire hell is going on here? Mm. So let's fast forward, because they also did a big time shift where it's like, we didn't do that with with Game of Thrones. It's like you just let the kids grow up. No. I loved my first Rhaenyra, and then all of a sudden she was gone, and I was like, I kind of stand her. I liked young Rhaenyra.
I loved her.
Right. I'm like, I kind of like the first one. What we doing? So Rhaenyra, to keep everything in the family, because if y'all watch Game of Thrones, they be fucking their siblings. It's a lot of incest. It's a thing. Okay. So to keep it in the family, Rhaenyra married Laenor, who is her aunt's son. I'm not even close to kidding you guys. This is who they are. And also Laenor likes the men. Mm-hmm. Hence, enter house strong. Because for the Valerian kids, so Laenor, Corlys, his brother, poor thing, his brother Vaemon, they all had blonde hair. They are, Corlys and Vaemon are darker skinned Black people with blonde hair. And yes, this is the thing that actually can happen to real Black people. They did not just make this up. They are darker skinned Black people. And then, he marries Rhaenys, and they have biracial children. So we have Lena, who is stunning, and I hate the way that she ended, because girl, what the hell? And then Laenor, who likes the men, but Rhaena did not care. They had an agreement. He gets to fuck, like, seriously any dude he wants, and she fucked Sir Strong and had 3 children: Jace or Jacaerys, Lucerys, and Joffrey. Oh boy. Okay. All the love to Sir Luke, who is gone, and so is his dragon. Yeah,
it's precious baby.
Poor baby. I'm like, this is just awful.
Also, sweet baby Luke.
Sweet baby Luke. So, Viserys and Alicent also, they had, let's see, 4 children. So we had Daemon, Aemond, Helena, and Aegon II. Aegon is a very important name, which, girl, what? So how strong he also, so Sir Strong, Lionel Strong had two children. Harwin Strong, who was the illegitimate baby daddy for Rhaenyra's first three children, and then Larys Strong, who seems more like the guy who had little birds all over the kingdom. Because he just gets shit done. And he also allowed for his father and his brother to be burned alive. No shit like this. Like, what the hell? So after Laenor faked his death, he cut off his hair and got on a boat and said, I'm gonna go fuck some dudes on another damn island because fuck this. I don't want to do this shit anymore. So now he's seen as dead. Rhaenyra and married her uncle, because Daemon is her uncle, and they had three children. Viserys, Visenya passed away. She lost the baby. I believe that was in the finale. She lost the baby. And then Aegon, quote unquote, the younger Targaryen. Now, that is two people named Targaryen. I'm sorry, Aegon. So Viserys told Rhaenyra, but not tell Daemon about the Song of Fire and Ice and the prophecy. On his deathbed, Alicent was under the impression that he was talking about their son Aegon, but he wasn't. He was talking about Rhaenyra's son Aegon. So it's like, oh, this is gonna be fun. It's like, this is fun. So, because when this first started, I was sitting here like, which one is the Mad King? Because that's all I was thinking. And so I'm like, because when it first started, I'm like, wait a minute. The way that Rhaenyra was acting, like, Dany has to be related to her, and now I don't think she is. And I'm like,
she is.
So I'm like her direct descendant. That's why I was like, is Daenerys in that straight where is like Rhaenyra's family, or is this like the Targaryen side that's coming from Alicent's family? But apparently there's an Instagram page called House of the Dragon, and Alicent Hightower, or Alicent Targaryen, apparently the House of Tyrell are her direct descendants.
And I was Marjorie and them people.
I was like, like, I don't understand how this is going, but I'm glad I'm not a historian, because I was like, now hold on a second, glasses. What you mean? But then I'm thinking about the Greens, because they call the Hightowers the Greens. And I'm like, well, didn't Lady Tyrell always wear a lot of green?
She sure did.
She did. So I was like, oh boy. So I'm like, here's the thing. It's very interesting to watch this all play out, because it's a lot of Targaryens, and it's two children named Aegon. It's like, geez Louise. So again, I said Daemon and Rhaenyra had three children after she had three children with Laenor Velaryon, and I put that in quotes, y'all can't see it. Also, Laena Velaryon, his sister, was married to Daemon, who, and I will say, it did seem like he actually liked her.
Oh yeah.
It was like he actually loved her. So instead of literally letting them cut her open, because if she has a cesarean section, she's going to die. She instead, because the baby wouldn't come out, she was in immense pain, she told her dragon to literally like roast her alive, and she had the largest dragon. God. And yeah, this is my favorite part about this whole show. It's a lot of fucking dragons, but it's a House of the Dragon. I feel like there's no way you can't. You gotta have some dragons. So Daemon had two children with Laena, so that's Rhaena and Baela, the two girls. Let's see how this works. So now we're from the great grandchildren. So Baela and Rhaena Targaryen, Jaehaerys, Lucerys, Joffrey, Valerian, Aegon II, Helena, Aemond, and Daemon Targaryen. They're all cousins. So Aegon II has been crowned as king because Alicent thought that her senile old ass husband was saying that Aegon II is the one who's supposed to be king, even though Viserys had named Rhaenyra as his heir. So they kind of were just like, oh, look, well, he dead now. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Girl, what the hell? What are y'all doing?
Like, your name ain't Targaryen. Y'all can't make no decision.
You can't make no decision. What you doing? So Aemon and Aegon are pieces of shit to the little Valerian boys because their hair is not blonde, so they know they're bastards, so they just treat them like shit. Luke and Jacaerys and Aemon and Aegon, and also Rhaena and Baela, they were in a cave. They got into a fight. Aemon wanted to literally bludgeon one of them with a rock, and so I believe it was Jace, but maybe it was Lucette, that literally sliced open, and now Aemon looks like a fucking pirate because he sliced one of his eyes. And it was like, how dare you? I'm like, one, your son likes to jerk off and put his like juice on the streets, but that's naked in the window. Also, he's a piece of shit. I did mention that Lord Corlys had a brother named Vaemon because they were the sea snakes, and he called Rhaenyra's 3 children.
You gotta say it like he did.
They are bastards. And Damon's like, fuck around and found out, and he found out he don't have no head now.
Yep. He said her children.
Her children. It was like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this in front of Damon?
She is a whore. Slice that man head off. I was like, yeah.
I was like, oh. I was trying to figure out, why did you think that anything else other than this was going to happen?
Listen.
I really want him to explain to me why he thought he was going to keep his head after saying that shit.
Damon was talking so much shit. He was like, you can't tell me how to run my house. I said, oh.
I was like, does Damon seem that stable to you? I mean, stable. But stable is the word I want to use, because he was head of the Kingsguard, and Viserys is like, no, you got to stop. And then they like put him somewhere else. Ray Royce, who literally it was literally just one episode, because he was like, I don't fucking like her. It's like they had no children. He literally just bludgeoned her to death. They didn't show it. I kind of was surprised they didn't, actually.
I was too, but you know what? Damon is unhinged, but he's calculated, because he did all that so he could try and marry Rhaenyra, because all that happened before she got betrothed to her cousin.
Correct. Like, do y'all hear what we're saying? Also, we talk about like the medieval C-sections where no one's going to make it, but also can we talk about the medieval Plan B tea? Which
the tea?
What? Honey? It's like, is that Plan B? Oh, y'all have Plan B. Okay. All right.
The maesters be knowing.
I just, wow. And it was like, is that? I was like, that is Plan B. Oh my God.
But how do the maesters know how to abort a baby, but they don't know how to save a baby? I'm just saying.
They really don't. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Y'all can say we can get rid of a baby, but you can't figure out how to literally sew a woman up after you take a baby out. For real? None of the books. All right. Hold the door. Oh no. I'm sorry. I should not laugh because I really did cry. I was like, no. It's like, oh my God. Y'all, I love this character guy. It's so interactive. It's great. Let's see. All the players, the house. Okay, so the Kingsguard. Kristen Cole needs to take a mental health day. That man is wildly ridiculous. He also was the first person to fuck Rhaenyra, and that's the reason why she had to take the Plan BT. But yeah, I was like, well, I mean, I don't know if they knew about pulling out. I mean, I don't know.
But they gave her the tea because they thought she fucked her uncle.
I mean, that's true. It's like, like, well, we know his penis has been inside you. Drink this tea. Girl, what?
Like,
nobody dies from this tea. Does anybody die from this tea? Because I'm like, y'all can't literally like take a baby out of a woman without unaliving her. So how do you know this tea gonna work? What is it? Shrimp? What does it do? Nope, never mind. I don't want to. I don't. Want to know? Don't
No, we
want
don't
to.
know.
Don't.
No.
I don't want to know. So the way that this season ended was that, first of all, we've seen a lot of fucking dragons, which, yay. So we found out how dragons are picked because we didn't have any like background of dragons. Is like literally it was just Daenerys and her dragon. Essentially, you have to bond with your dragon before they let you on there, and also you're bonded with them for life. And apparently, you can't bond with more than one dragon. However, there's more dragons than dragon riders when we end the season, and we're noticing that there is a like a dragon that does not have an owner, and you see Damon basically trying to bond with said dragon. He already has one. So I don't know how this is working.
Listen, dragons are serious about consent, okay? You just ain't about to pull up on no damn
He's like,
dragon. You
leave me
got
alone.
that consent.
It's like, just leave me alone. So I was just very confused. I'm like, how does this work with the dragons? Because I'm very confused. I'm very confused. How did the dragons work?
Also, I still want to know how the eggs hatch.
Hello? I was very confused. I'm like, how do y'all get them out? Because you're like, I'm like, do you like burn people alive? And, hopefully they don't burn up like Daenerys didn't burn up with her 3 dragons. Also, we saw the beginnings of the houses that we see on Game of Thrones. So we saw Baratheon and Lannister.
Don't get me started. Jason Lannister is a big
is just creepy as hell.
Ew.
So Jason Lannister is the elder identical twin brother of Sir Tywin Lannister. He possesses the instinct traits of his lineage as a blonde and handsome, a hunter and a warrior. He also emanates the signature Lannister arrogance. He vies for the hand of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. He didn't win because fuck him. Sorry.
Say it with your chest.
I was like, fuck him. So towards the end, you also see the house Baratheon. So you had Boris Baratheon was the Lord of Storm's End and head of House Baratheon. Through his father, Boromund Baratheon, swore allegiance to Rhaenyra Targaryen as Viserys' heir. But then you see at the end of the season, yeah, he didn't continue that because Aemon beat Luke there, and now you're sitting here going, wait, what the hell? Because apparently his daughter Floris is promised to Aemon if they send his allegiance to his brother Aegon. Stupid to me, but that's just how we're gonna do all of this. It's a lot of people.
A lot.
Another person is Talia, who is Queen Alicent's lady in waiting, though her true loyalties remain unclear. Apparently, so there's also a woman named Mysaria, and somehow Mysaria is attached to the Red Witch. Like, I guess this is one of her ancestors. These things is very much like, there is an article out that says that they like House of Dragons is changing the history of Westeros. They're rewriting it, and I'm like, that's weird. How are you writing it? How are you rewriting it? So let's just go through a few of those things. So the first thing is the Targaryens and Valerians. The most important new characters in the back half of season 1 are Rhaenyra and Alicent's, and to a lesser extent, Daemon and Laena's kids. Viewers had barely met any of the children before the decade-long mid-season time jump. Yes, a whole 10 years, which is really like 45 in medieval years. It's like dog years. It was like, wait, who the hell are these people? I'm like, who is she supposed to be? Who are they supposed to be? Either because they were infants or because they weren't yet born. Some of these introductions were more effective than others. On the plus side, Alicent's children with Viserys each have their own identities, which will inform their future behaviors as the Civil War unfolds. Well, except for Darren the Daring, who was curiously absent, even though the show's creators say the character will be relevant eventually. Yeah, I was very confused about that one because there's one person like, who is he? I said Damon, it's Darren.
Darren.
I was like, yeah, because I think the other person is the Alicent's daughter Helena, who seems very Luna Lovegood-ish. She kind of just freaks me out because it's like, seriously, what is she supposed to be doing?
She's the third-eyed raven.
The
three-eyed raven.
Ooh. Huh. So this is something that I think is interesting. Helena is weird, but in an entertaining, harmless way. She's easily the most innocent character in the family, which will only heighten the tragedy coming for her early in season 2. Wait, what?
Ooh.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Tragedy?
Tragedy? I mean, it's Game of Thrones, so it's like, I know y'all, I'm like, somebody gonna die. Let me tell you something. When they had the wedding, I'm like, who about to die?
Yeah.
Who about to die?
I mean, you wasn't lying. Somebody did die.
It was like, well, anytime we have a wedding, I'm like, well, let me just gird my loins because somebody gonna die. Aegon 2's character is also made eminently clear, perhaps excessively so, and his change in demeanor in episode 9 when he shifts from reluctant ruler to new king, embracing the cheers of the crowd during his coronation. Properly prepares his character for season 2, and the parallels between Aemon and Daemon are particularly powerful, giving the Greens a rogue prince of their own and planting the seed for the two warriors' eventual clash over the God's Eye. So I think that was my thing because I'm like, the Mad King's name is Aegon, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
So I'm like, which Aegon is the Mad King?
Neither one of them.
Neither one. Oh, okay.
He comes much later.
Okay. Because the thing about
that's what you call it. That's Daenerys's granddaddy.
Yeah. Because I was sitting here like, huh. So it's not that I'm like, okay, we're not seeing the Mad King yet. Okay. All right.
I mean, but do we see the Mad Queen? You know,
I mean, let me tell you something. Allison looked like she's just itching to burn people alive. But that last scene where we're looking at Rhaenyra's face, I'm like, so if she literally just burned y'all alive, please know y'all have this shit coming. This woman lost a baby. She lost 2 babies in one day. Nope. She gonna literally, girl, get on your dragon, go talk to your aunt, go get Maelys, because y'all need to burn some shit down.
Listen, had Ray killed Otto the first time she pulled up on Dragonstone,
first damn time,
when she was young Ray,
she should have burned his ass alive, because Otto he has been playing in people's faces for decades. He needs to go.
He is worse than Cyrus Bean. Okay, he's much worse.
Glad somebody recognized how terrible Cyrus Bean truly was.
Listen, I feel bad he lost his husband, but he was
I don't feel bad at all because you're a rotten, dirty bitch. Okay.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
A messy bitch who likes drama. That's that's who he was.
I mean, hello. Like, so hold on. Let me pull up the dragon names because oh my gosh.
I just know Arax was the one that got eaten. R.I.P. Young Lucerys. What's Rhaenyra's dragon name?
Let's see. All right, so let's see.
Sunfire or something like that?
I think it's something very, very interesting.
Sunflower seed.
Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I found it. All of the dragons. So first we got Balerion, the Black Dread. Girl, what? The largest and eldest of all the Targaryen dragons, Balerion was flown by Aegon the Conqueror and later became the steed of King Viserys I. The black and red Maul dragon has died by the time House of Dragon begins. Interesting. But his massive skull can be seen on display at the Red Keep. That's whose head that is. I was wondering, like, what dragon is this? So we have Vhagar, the second largest dragon. Vhagar is the ancient female dragon and the last of those flown during Aegon's conquest when she served as the steed of Queen Visenya Targaryen. Together, they burned the Aryan fleet in the waters of Goldtown. Vhagar was named in honor of a god of Old Valyria and will factor into later developments in House of Dragon. He was first ridden by Lady Laena Velaryon, aka the lady whose baby would not come out, and she told that thing to roast her alive. And then later by Aemon Targaryen.
He stole her.
He stole that dragon. So that's literally where the fight was coming from. Aemon tried to steal the dragon. Lady Laena's 2 children were like, girl, no, this is wrong as hell. They got into a fight. He wanted to throw a rock at one of them children, and they literally sliced his eye out.
Stole the dragon at their mama funeral.
Fume. You don't do that shit at the fume.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So then we have Cyrax. Cyrax is yellowish, is the huge and formidable female steed of Princess Rhaenyra. So that is her dragon. Caraxes, that is Daemon's dragon, dubbed the Bloodworm. This huge red and horned beast is the steed of, Prince Daemon, and is fearsome and vicious as his rider. Sunfire, that poor baby. He is the steed of Aegon II, the one that is now the king, allegedly. Vermithor, the Bronze Fury is the third largest dragon, described in the world of Ice and Fire as old and hoary, Hoary. Child, what the hell? This male dragon was once the steed of Jaehaerys I, aka the Old King. This is the dragon that Daemon was seen visiting at the season 1 finale. So right now he doesn't have a person, because that was the Old King's dragon, and nobody has ridden him. Silverwing, once ridden by Queen Alicent Targaryen, this she-dragon will later become the steed of Ulf the White, a dragon seed character yet to be introduced. Okay, so I guess season 2. Meleys, my favorite dragon. The Red Queen is the steed of the queen who never was, aka Princess Rhaenys. Meleys is described as in the world of Ice and Fire as old and cunning, lazy but fearsome when roused. So there's the thing about Rhaenys and Meleys, and the penultimate episode. So the penultimate episode, everybody who doesn't know what a penultimate episode is, the episode right before finale. Game of Thrones typically does not miss with penultimate. So essentially, Viserys dies, and they're trying to basically do a big coup. And Rhaenys was like, I am not leaving without my dragon. So here's the thing. I had forgot her name. So when she said it, I was like, who the hell is Meleys? I'm like, oh, it's the dragon. So here you go. Everybody is in this one room, and here comes this fucking big ass dragon breaking down the door. Miss Rhaenys and Miss Meleys, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, got real close to the greens. This is a dragon. They breathe fire. The only thing it did is roar and walk out the door. And I'm sitting here like, now that's how you do a penultimate episode. Y'all don't know. Y'all gonna leave Rhaenys alone. She could burn y'all asses alive.
Literally said, you know what? I could have killed you if I wanted to. Remember this.
Remember this day. You got touched by an angel, girl. I said, oh, that thing is big ass shit. I'm sorry. I was like, burn her ass alive. That's all I was thinking. I really was thinking that. I was like, burn all this up. Meleys, no, don't do it. No, burn them alive. But I'm sorry. It was it's a show of power that I wasn't prepared for. I was not prepared to see this show of power of, ooh, she could kill y'all. Let's see. So Moon Dancer is another one. Slender and beautiful. She's a female dragon. She's the small but swift steed of Lady Baela. So she is one of Lady Lena's daughters. We have Sea Smoke. This is a grand white dragon. And this, you will see him bond with Sir Laenor Velaryon. You don't really see him until you saw him maybe on one episode in the beginning of the season, and that was it, because that was Laenor's dragon. He cut his dreads off and got on the boat. I don't think he took the dragon with him.
Nah, he ain't take it.
Dreamfire is the silver and blue she-dragon, and that was both the steed of Princess Rhaena and then Queen Helena, those as fair dragon. Tessarion, the blue queen. Oh my God, it's a steed of Prince Darren. Prince Darren is not here yet, so they're like a role that has yet to be cast in the House of Dragons. So Darren is one of Alicent's children. We haven't seen him yet, and so Tessarion is supposed to be the younger. This she-dragon who breathes the blue flame is said to be younger than Dreamfire, Sunfire, and Vhagar. Well, that's interesting. Stormcloud. Wow, this is a lot of dragons. I'm so excited. This young male dragon won't factor into House of Dragon until later in the series, during which time it will be steed of Aegon the Younger. Oh, so we have Vermax, the young male dragon, is the steed of Prince Jacaerys. And we haven't really seen him yet. And there is Eryx. Eryx, said to be 5 times smaller than Vagar. This young male dragon is the steed of Prince Lucerius. And as you can see, that is the one that passed away, Eryx and Lucerius, because Viserys literally ate it and tore it up.
Listen, like they said on Jenkins and Jones, Chrysler 300 looked like a Phantom till the Phantom pulled up. That's exactly what happened.
I was like, when they were flying, I said, this little puny bitch, you better go hide somewhere. Hide, go sleep in a cut. Like, girl, why are you doing this? Like, to see the sheer size of both of these dragons is like, what did you think was going to happen? But also, I thought it was really interesting at the end where it's like, y'all think y'all are totally in control of a dragon, and they have so much insight into both of you. Aemon, what you're not going to do is act like you're not riding Vagar. He can't sense the fact that you like fuck this bitch up. Right. And that's like exactly what happened.
Like they said, Vagar was the only dragon that has seen war. Mm-hmm. So Vagar been about that action, boss.
Right. And like Eryx is a little ass bitch because it's like, no, don't burn. Why would you burn somebody who's literally 5 times your size? Like, I ain't scared of you, bitch. You should be.
He's a little chihuahua. All bark, no bite.
Like, what the hell? Like, I don't even understand. Like, okay. So Taraxis is the steed of Prince Joffrey. Taraxis was not as big as Vermax and Eryx. We have Morgul. This young dragon is bound to Princess Jaehaera. Oh my God, it's so many. I love this. Shakiros, this she dragon, is bound to Aegon II's prince son Jaehaerys Targaryen. We have not seen this person yet. Morning, she is a she dragon, offspring of Syrax. Oh my God.
A she dragon.
She dragon. Come on. And it's hatched during the dance of the dragons. Morning has pink scales and black horns and is the steed of Lady Rhaena Targaryen. So this is very funny. It's like, when do we see this? We see Sheep Stealer. This brown and plain wild dragon is tamed by, as the world of Ice and Fire describes her, a plain, base-born, and disputable girl named Nettles, who feeds the dragon mutton to win it over. Nettles has yet to be introduced in the House of Dragon. Sounds like a season 2 or 3 person. The Cannibal. Oh. Okay. Another beast yet to be introduced in House of Dragon. This wild dragon is known in Fire and Blood for never having been tamed yet, let alone ridden, and for eating other dragons, hence his name. Legend has it that it's lurked on Dragonstone since before the arrival of the Targaryens. And then we have Grey Ghost. Like the Cannibal, this is another wild dragon who was never tamed or ridden and has to appear in House of Dragon. It is said to have feasted on fish rather than people. So we have 2 or 3 different dragons we haven't seen, or more than that, because the people haven't been casted. Yeah. This is very exciting. That's a lot of fucking dragons.
Like Damon said, they got 14 dragons. Well, had 14 dragons. You know, they down to 13 now. So the 3 dragons on the other side.
That is crazy. The first season, I have to say, it set up a lot of girl, what the hell, but also ended in a way that shit better get popping in the season premiere. Because it ended with Rhaenyra losing a baby, literally pulling this baby out of her. Okay. It's like, I
ain't seen nothing like that since Kourtney Kardashian pulled that first baby up out of her hoo-ha.
Oh my God. I was not prepared. I was like, okay. And then poor little thing, you're going to go send your children who seem, okay. So Rhaenyra, I'm not exactly sure why you sent your bastard ass children out there to go like advocate for you with their non-blonde hair. I don't know maybe you just thought that people were going to have just like loyalty and keep to the old things, because literally it was a coup for Allison to move through. But to like Lucerius, who seemed like such a he seemed like of the 3, the sweetest ones.
Yeah.
It's like he was just really the sweetest one. And so for him to be gone, and now she literally has no reason to not keep the gloves off. I'm like, okay, yeah, don't send me no fucking page from a book thinking we gonna be cool. Your raggedy bitch ass one-eyed son just killed my kid. Because it's like his face was looking like, it's not that I hate that he did this. It's like my mother's gonna be pissed at me.
Literally.
It's like, God damn it, you weren't supposed to. Why would you do this? Now my mom's gonna beat my ass. Because I would. I would. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is not what we're supposed to be doing.
Didn't I tell you not to
you
child,
go tear me a switch? What the fuck? I told you to do this. You were not supposed to end any children's lives. And here we are. You ending babies' lives. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's like, you had one job. You had one job. So, okay. So the other thing about is very interesting about this, and it's interactive, y'all, on the HBO site. The characters who have not been casted yet, there is just the house Targaryen symbol over, like, above their name. So they're not casted yet. So I'm looking at this, and well, the only one is like, girl, that don't make no sense. Balon Targaryen, which was the baby that Emma lost. Yeah, you wouldn't have literally casted that person because the baby died with Emma. But let's see. Rhaenyra's 3 children. Well, two children with Daemon has not been seen yet. I'm sorry, this should not be this funny. Okay, so where the fuck have I been with this? But this is very interesting. Darren, which is Allison's other child, is not cast yet. Also, and I don't know, did I miss this part? But Aegon II and Helena are supposed to be married, and then they have 2 children.
Yeah.
I was like, where the hell have I been? So that's Jaehaerys and Jaehaera. And I'm like, are y'all twins? What the hell? But yeah. So we got 2 more siblings getting married. But yeah, Aegon and Helena, which I feel like we talked about this. Not me and you, but I feel like they talked about why this is happening. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. I think Rhaenys literally going, I'm going to fight to make sure that Rhaenyra is is the heir and not Aegon the second, or what. Corlys is basically changing his mind, going, I have been out to sea. I got a limp. I walk with a cane. I can't be doing this no more. What do you want to do, baby? I was like, given the most old black man thing I've ever seen in my life, he's like, girl, I'm so tired. I'm so weary. What you want to do, baby? Where the fuck you been? Like, yeah. Also, the fact that we are seeing that a foot fetish is not something new when you're literally watching someone in medieval times literally jerking off to seeing someone's feet. Ew. I was not expecting that from Larys. I was like, he has a foot fetish? Imagine you could like make him an assassin and get him to do what you want if you just show him your toes. Can you imagine?
Ew.
It was like, is he touching himself? Oh my God. It's like, what is this?
Listen, when I went back and I rewatched in a earlier episode, like the first episode where they're alone together and they're talking, she walks by the fireplace and she takes her boots off. I was like, oh, she been showing her feet.
Oh my God, I did not know that. So this is what happens. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it because I feel like this is going to be a good rewatch, I have to say. But when he did, I was like, I'm sorry, is this a thing where he loves the feet and it's like, I gotta touch myself when I see it? Ew. Ugh. Yeah, ew. So I think probably the last few things about House of the Dragon. First of all, Matthew Smith, or Matt Smith, who plays Daemon Targaryen. I had no idea. And I was like, I mentioned this to So before we started recording. I didn't realize Matt Smith was a thing, because apparently there's this thing called Doctor Who, a show that I did not watch, and they keep changing the doctor. Apparently he was Doctor Who and people love his ass. Black women are shipping him in a way that I did not realize was a thing.
They calling him daddy. I don't
I
like
was
him.
like, because I think there have been talks like, why do y'all love how sadistic Damon is? I'm like, I get it. He hates his ugly ass wife, and he cut her, and literally he bludgeoned her to death with a rock, and we didn't see. If you talk about his nieces, aka his future wife's children, call him Bass, he gonna cut your head off. And I'm of the court of people going, choke me, daddy. That's just how I feel. I can't explain it. I don't think anybody can explain it. I'm like, I don't know what it is. It might be the wig that he hates to wear, by the way. I don't know. But
first of all, he ugly. Like, let's start there. And I did not see myself in the beginning of this season rooting against Christian Cole and rooting for Damon. Like, the writer chef's kiss. Y'all did that. Y'all, like Law Roach says on Legendary, y'all did what needed to be done.
When I tell you, I'm like, how did I get? Because I'm the same way. How did I get to? It's fuck Christian Cole forever. Imagine somebody standing like, we're gonna do something right, and you hit somebody so hard that they like bleed out on a plate. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this man? It's like, he up here beating people to death. He beat up Lenore's boyfriend. I'm like, sir, we on the same team. Why? What the fuck is happening here?
He's the first incel.
He's like, you raggedy heifer. Like, who are you? Who are you? Because I fucking hate you. It's like, you are a terrible person. I also want to know how the hell that King Viserys is. I swear he looked like he was 175 years old. I'm like, why the fuck is he still alive? Seriously. And then it's like, oh, y'all gonna let this man be old and senile for some god awful reason. I'm like, girl, I don't even understand.
Listen, he did that though. Like,
he did. It was just like, but it's like he was alive all that time. I still didn't hate Viserys. I was kind of like, sir, you being a goddamn sucker, but I don't hate you. It's like,
yeah, he was a bit of a punk, but that's because he wanted peace. Like, he wasn't trying to ruffle no feathers. He wasn't trying to start no shit unless he had to. He just wanted to be a king of peace. He wasn't about to be out there riding dragons. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want none of that.
So he didn't want no smoke. But when it came to his daughter, he wanted all the smoke. He was gonna get that.
Yes.
When his old skin and bones pulled out that knife, I said, "Watch out!"
It was like, what just happened? So this is the best part about this IG page called The House of the Dragon. So when he had came in and he was coming in and the crown fell, apparently that was not in the script. They just, it fell. He put it back on. They left it in. I'm like, yeah, because that totally makes sense.
I love it.
It's like, oh. Because it's kind of like you see those things where it's like, basically, I guess essentially that's a mistake, and they just kind of leave it in because it just works with the story. But it also just showed, as much as they were at odds about a lot of stuff, Daemon still loved him as his brother. It's like, this is still my brother. You're not going to talk shit about him. Like, I can talk shit about him. You, on the other hand.
Listen, he was like, this is my blood.
It's like this. Hello. It's like, I slice off heads when people disrespect my family.
Listen,
I was like, either he was going to stab him in the chest, or I'm like, something's going to happen to this man.
Something.
And it's like, yep, I kind of figured that out. Also, the actor that plays Rhaenyra, Emma Darcy, is actually a non-binary person. So I was very like, wow, okay. Also, I love them when they're doing, it's on ideas clips of them and Olivia Cook, who plays adult Allison. I have to say adult. They have a rapport that is extremely adorable. I'm like, and y'all are playing like odds on the show, but it seemed like y'all are best friends off. It's actually kind of cute. So I stand Emma Darcy. They play Rhaenyra. Can't wait to see them back.
Bring it
a
on.
really cute cut too.
Give Patty all the awards because my man's was acting down.
Theater, okay.
Drama.
Okay. I need this to happen. I need this to happen. If y'all not giving Patty Considine, is like he is very much like Nedard Stark, who was like a one season wonder. Sean Bean, I don't understand this. So yeah, full disclosure. So the first season of Lord of the Rings, when he died, I said, what in the hell is this? First you died in the first Lord of the Rings, and now you died in the first season of Game of Thrones. What the hell? Why can't he stay more than one season? What the hell? But if y'all are giving out awards, I better see what or nominations. Patty Considine, who played Viserys, Matt Smith, who plays Daemon, Emma Darcy, who plays Princess Rhaenyra. I'm gonna say Olivia Cook, even though I'm like on two different fences about her. Who plays adult Alicent. I think that's adult. And it's funny. Emily Carey, who played younger Alicent, and Olivia Cook, who plays older Alicent, they actually look alike. They look like they could be. I was like, that's why I like for her, like between Millie Alcock, who plays my favorite Rhaenyra, but I like Emma Darcy. Millie Alcock played the younger one. Her and Emma, they don't look alike. Olivia and Emily do look alike. I'm like, y'all look like. Well, actually, Emily Noki looks like Drew Barrymore's daughter. I'm like, seriously, are y'all related? Let me know, because y'all look related.
I see it.
I'm like, is Drew your mama? Let me know. Also, Steve Toussaint, who played Lord Corlys, I could see it. First of all, him without the wig, he looks he's sexy as fuck, but he also looks a lot younger. I'm like, this man looked like he's a smooth 41.
He looks like he's in his 40s. I saw that because I watched a little after the show, and I was like,
I was like, you don't look like he's extremely fine. Like, what are we doing here?
I want to see your snake, Corlys.
Okay. I'll see Snake. Come on over here. You can choke me, daddy, too. I'm sorry. They're like, why the hell y'all lusting after these people that are evil monsters?
Listen, Corlys is right there.
I'm just saying, he plays an old man, but he sure don't look it. He look like he gives seasoned penis. And I'm all about seasoned. we ain't shit, though. We ain't shit. I'm sorry. I love it. Y'all love it, but I'm also the person who literally lusted after Adam Driver in the Star Wars movies. They're like, why do you find him attractive? I don't know. He is not a handsome man, but he is extremely sexy, and I can't explain this.
He got body. He thick.
It was like in the last movie where it's like they turn around and hand a chest roll, all her was woo in the movie theater. I was like, it's like, okay, so it's not just me. Y'all see it, right? It's like you can see it. Just I got 3 holes for him. That's all I was thinking. I got 3 holes. Like, let me know when you want to come over. And it's like, it makes no sense because he's not. It's like, is he a handsome man? No. Is he sexy? Yes. Not sure what it is.
Listen, you don't have to be handsome to be sexy. Okay?
I mean, that's very true.
See, I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
Shit, I was about to say something.
I'm not gonna do it.
I was about to say something.
I'm not gonna say something about that man with the nose. I'm not gonna say it.
Which man? Wait, my man, the Star Wars man?
No, not the Star Wars man.
What man with the nose?
The man with the nose that was on the magazine cover. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to be handsome to be sexy.
I mean, it's child.
Everybody can't be Sterling K. Brown in the face, okay?
Let me talk about Snacky K. Brown, okay? First of all, it is highway robbery for him not even be considered or nominated for the final season of This Is Us. Y'all, that is highway robbery that they went out with no nominations on the last season. Y'all, a pox on your whole fucking family.
It's rude and it's racist.
I was like, wait a minute. Because I was like, somebody isn't. a minute, it's the last season of This Is Us. How did y'all not? And it's like, and Amanda Jamaica Moore, y'all didn't even consider her. That's some bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. There's a lot of people like y'all could have left their asses off. It was the last season of This Is Us. How did y'all not nominate them? Not even a nomination. Of course, I want Sterling to win all the things, all the awards, my walls, all of it. Win it all. Okay. Win it all. Because Honk for Jesus,
yes,
made me cackle in a way that I can't explain it to y'all unless you've gone to church at least 17 years of your life.
Gone to a black church. Let's specify.
Black church. Let me say that. Black church. Black church. Yeah. If y'all have not gone to a black church for at least 17 years, you don't understand why that movie is as funny as it is.
The subtle shade, the hats, the layers.
It's so many layers. People are like, oh my God, this is terrible. Is it though? Is it? And I just want Regina King to get all the things because I truly adore her.
Listen.
Black women named Regina who do their acting and the directing. I'm just saying, I want them to have the days.
Listen, give Regina everything. I love me some her.
I love
she's a treasure. Protect Regina.
Please. Because I was like, I didn't think this movie was going to be that funny, and yet it is.
She stole the show.
She really did. I'm like, she is so damn funny. It's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I said Regina King. Her name is Regina Hall. Regina King is the other one who does the Vaseline commercials, and I hope she's having a real good day because she dealt with an extremely terrible tragedy.
Yes.
So all of the Reginas, every Black woman named Regina who acts, have a good day. Especially Regina Hall and Regina King.
Listen, hey, throw Regina Bell up in there.
Come on, okay. Oh, excuse me. From Now On by Regina Bell is one of my favorite Regina Bell songs, and I love it. It's beautiful. Y'all gonna be like, who? I'm like, no. See,
you got to be a person of a particular age to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like you kind of because on TikTok they're going to like, what are your unpopular music opinions? And someone mentioned Phyllis Hyman and how great a vocalist she is, and I'm like, see, I know you're over a certain age, and I'm like, how is that unpopular? Because a lot of people don't know who she is. I'm like, you don't know who Phyllis Hyman is, and I'm like, I'm glad my mama got some sense and some class.
Listen, I just need to know if Jasmine Sullivan was born the same year that Phyllis Hyman died, because I'm trying to put two and two together.
I'm just saying, I'm like, reincarnation. I mean, I believe in it.
Listen, that is her baby.
I'm saying, like Jasmine Sullivan's a person like I'm like, listen to her albums, yes. Experience her life.
Yes.
You need to be in the same air as this woman is, because I swear, hair on the back of my neck stood up. Like, seriously, it's just like chills. I love her. It's like, if you cannot do anything, go see her live. It's a different experience when you go see Jasmine, because I adore her, and I saw her early, and I got to hear her sing "In Love with Another Man" live. It's a whole different song when you hear it live. It's like, yep, let me just go get my shit together. And I'm like, if I'm with a dude and I cheat on him with an ancient dude who has immaculate dick, I'd be like, y'all don't understand. The only person who understands me right now is Jasmine Sullivan. She knows exactly why I keep fucking this ancient dude who fucked me like a broke ass dude. He probably is broke, but he just has good dick. She's the only one who understands why this is still happening.
She said he ain't always right, but he's just right for me. Woo. Hey,
I just want to faint. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I'm like, y'all
don't understand. Y'all don't understand.
Like, y'all don't understand what we saying. You're like, no. I'm like, no. There is something different about an ancient dude with immaculate dick.
I mean, they usually go hand in hand. I mean, can we be honest?
I mean, safe space. Safe space. Yeah. Because I'm like, oh God, girl. I'm like, I just want me a good man. Yeah, on paper, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. It's like, I don't understand why you stay with him. He ain't got no job. He drive your car when you and take you to work and don't pick you up on time. He don't know how to cook. He always laid up in the house. Well,
yeah, but I always go to work satisfied when he dropped my ass off. I mean, I don't know what to do.
It's like, it's something about him. I just can't describe
it.
it.
I mean, I can barely walk the next day. What? Ask. Go ahead and ask that question. You see me in here limping in the fucking door. What the fuck do you mean? What does he have? He has a lot of my fucking PTO. That's the fuck he has.
Listen, I believe it was Jill Scott who said, I can't even begin to explain. That's what she said. That's what she said. You can't explain it.
We can't explain it. Girl, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough bandwidth. Okay. No. We can't explain. So can I tell you a story sidebar about bananas and Instacart?
Bananas and Instacart? Okay, I'm ready.
So on Instacart, I decided I need to get stuff from Aldi's because Aldi's is my place. But I didn't feel like going to the store. So on the site, I'm telling y'all, and like everybody who's going Instacart, like, what the hell? On the site, it says 19 cents each. And it says one banana, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 7 bananas. Because in my head, I was thinking I'm gonna eat a couple for breakfast, and then some of them going to get overly ripe, and I can make banana bread. That's all I was thinking. Like 7's fine. My groceries get here, and I'm like, this bag is heavy as hell. Because I didn't just order 7 bananas on Instacart, y'all. I ordered other stuff. Taking all the stuff out. I'm like, what the hell is this heavy ass bag? And I look, and it's 7 bunches of bananas.
Oh my! It was a man who made your Instacart, wasn't it?
It was a woman. And the thing about it is, it's like the bag. I went back and looked at it like, if I hadn't been paying attention, I went back. No, I want 7 bananas. But I got 7 bunches of bananas. And so this is why I like having a diverse list of friends that I can go on the social medias and get some white women to tell me, oh, girl, you can freeze them. I
was about to say you can freeze them. What? Chop them and freeze them.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, chop them, cover them with chocolate, and then freeze them. Then you have like little chocolate covered bananas.
Honey, I have a lot of frozen bananas. It's very great. I have frozen bananas for smoothies. I'm probably going to make some chocolate covered bananas. Definitely can thaw them out and make more banana bread. I'm very excited right now. I could make banana ice cream. My friend sent me a recipe. Everybody's like, oh, girl, let me tell you what you can do with these bananas. But yes, I have bought 7 bunches of bananas, which, by the way, was only $8 from Aldi's.
Oh, wow.
It's like, it wasn't like it was like $45. I'm like, no, it's about $8.
Make you a banana split.
Okay. It's like, yeah. So, yeah, I will try not to make that. I will not probably do that again because I think if I'm going to order fruit, I'm probably going to order grapes or a bag of oranges, but not bananas because, girl, what the hell? I have all these bananas in my house, but I'm probably one of the weirdos that likes peanut butter and banana sandwiches and not peanut butter and jelly. I'm one of those folks.
Ooh, you can make like French toast with bananas.
See?
Banana pudding.
Oh my God. Yeah, and having them with like the chessman cookies is literally just, I can't. I like vanilla wafers, I do, but it's like the chessman is like, it tastes so different.
Listen, I see your chessmans and I raise you Lorna Doone cookies.
Oh my God.
Listen.
And what I tell you, Lorna Doones is the fucking shit. And a lot of people, this is why I know, So is like a real one. A lot of people don't know how good fucking Lorna Doones are. They are like the best things ever. These cookies are like $18 a box if you go to a store, but it's worth it.
They're not cheap.
They are not cheap. They're never a fucking sale. They're like, why you get them? Because they're so fucking good.
Shoot, the vanilla wafers ain't cheap no more either.
They are. Okay, I thought I was the only one that noticed that. I'm like, this used to be like $1 a box. Why is this like $7? Why is it $7? What the fuck is in here? What's in this box? The same one.
And you can't get the generic. Like when it comes to like saltine crackers, you can get the generic. Cheeses sometimes. No, don't get the cheese nips, but you could get the generic cheese its.
Yeah.
But when it comes to them Millas,
no, do not get. You know what? Have you ever had like the strawberry pretzel salad where they have like the strawberry jello and the Cool Whip?
Ooh, in Caucasian?
Yes, girl. And the thing about it, let me just tell you, and on it's like when I talk about it, they're like, what the fuck is that? It tastes so good. So it literally is like pretzels at the bottom. It's buttery and sugary. You have Cool Whip mixed with sugar. Um, you have strawberries, you have strawberry jello. It is extremely good, but this is one of those things where it's like, do not do not buy name brand pretzels. You have to buy the cheapest pretzels ever. I'm not exactly sure. And I've had it both ways where you had the new, like the name brand ones, it does not taste good. But if you literally buy like the off brand, like most cheapest pretzels, it stays crunchy. It's just good. It's so weird when I think about it. I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know. So, y'all, let me just tell you, So hit me up like, I can't wait for we get on this show and talk about how Damon, like these people ain't shit, but I love him. I love Damon. Damon ain't shit. He's tried to like fuck his niece for like 17 years, and now he is having a whole bunch of babies with him. But it's like, yeah, but I love him and I'm gonna stick beside him.
Damon is a white man with white hair, but he's a nigga. Let's just be clear. Let's be clear.
He has such N-word tendencies.
He pulled up after his first adventure with that necklace for his niece, and in the background, I could have swore it was like, when I first saw you, I said, "Oh my, that's my dream. That's my dream." I said, listen.
N-word tendencies is the name of the show. I just want you to know.
100%. First of all, his name is Damon, Daeon.
Okay. It's like that. It's not a white man. That's not a white man named Reginald, okay?
Listen. He was abusing his power. Okay. He got banished.
He literally bludgeoned some woman to death and said, she fell off our horse. Falling off the horse, don't flatten your face, sir. What is going on here?
And then wait, let's not even skip over the part that he was trying to marry somebody else while he had a whole wife. And now listen, every Black person has somebody in their family who has been separated from their partner for 20 years, but they never got divorced.
Okay.
So like I said, Damon is an N-word. He's just an albino, okay? The Targaryens are albinos. The Targaryens are albinos. That explains the names. It explains the tint. It's clicking. It's clicking.
It's clicking. It's clicking for me. It really is. I'm screaming laughing.
Listen, like, Damon has silver teeth when he was growing up.
You know he got some caps somewhere.
He is missing a side tooth. I'm telling you.
He looked like he poured salt on his watermelon.
You know he do. He like his eggs and his wings fried hard.
Hello.
That's why he got a dragon.
Child. He like his hot dogs burnt at the cookout.
Hey, a real nigga. Speaking of cookout, why it be a gang of leftover buns because we eating all the meat with no bread?
Hello.
Why we do that?
Right. And it's like, it's only hot dogs though. It's so funny. Like, damn, I gotta put my hamburger on a hot dog. On a hot dog bun because we ain't got no fucking hamburger rolls. Because y'all niggas just eating all the damn hamburger rolls. Girl, I guess. I guess, girl. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know. Now I want me a hot dog. Or hot dog because
I was about to say, aren't you?
I'm from Baltimore. You know, somebody, everybody's like, say dog. No, say the Baltimore way. What are you doing? Oh my God. Hot dog.
See now, when you cook your hot dogs, do you like slice them and then cook them so that they don't like bust wide open?
I don't. But if I'm boiling them, I don't. But if I'm frying them, I kind of like do a nice little slice.
We got to fry them or put them in the. I'm telling you, put them in the air fryer. It'll change.
Oh my God, I have never done it in the air fryer. Mind you, I'm sitting here like, How about not? You can do anything in a damn air fryer.
2 minutes, just like 4 little slits. Boop, boop, boop. Throw that thing in the air fryer. 2 minutes. You got you some nice.
Oh, don't
little
threaten me
hot
with a good time. I
dog.
got fucking hot dogs in my damn freezer.
Put you some chili in the microwave.
Oh
Heat
my
you up some
gosh.
chili. A chili cheese hot dog.
Oh my gosh. See. Okay, so this is very odd because I was like, why am I getting notification about a tweet that is 2 years old? And then I realized it was a quote tweet talking about Takeoff's accuser that said he essayed her, and I was like, yeah, I don't think, and it wasn't even me saying just shit. It was literally talking about, and I'm like, y'all, it's only because of Law and Order SVU is that when it comes to essay cases, you literally, it's not even if the person did it, it's if the state can win it. And sometimes they're like, we can't win this. I mean, trauma and all, but we're not gonna move forward. That's the gist of the. I was like, why is this coming up? I'm like, because people are literally searching Takeoff's name. I'm like, yeah.
Good grief.
I'm like, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have, so I don't feel like I need to delete the tweet, but I just thought it was very, very interesting. I was like, okay, that's weird. That's suspicious. But you know what? This is what happens when people just pass away, and you're like, stuff just randomly comes up. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, girl? Let that man rest.
Please.
And hopefully just let that man rest. His accuser, let her rest too. Please don't go harassing her.
Please don't.
Please don't. It's like, y'all get some coof. It's bad enough y'all sharing a video of this man like literally bleeding out. Like, I need y'all to get some class.
What did Luann say?
Money can't buy you class, but I wish it would, because I would pay for it to get y'all asses some class.
Just a little bit. Y'all don't need much, just a little bit.
Don't need that much, baby.
See, they didn't grow up in church. That's what it is.
Sidebar. So people are very surprised that Jamal Bryant knows how to speak from a pulpit.
Baby,
I am like sitting here like, oh my God, I'm surprised. Jamal Bryant went to theology school. It's like, girl, hung him up flat screen. It's like, girl, Jamal do this a lot. He has done this before, but also Herschel Walker is such an easy ass read.
Listen, I said I hadn't seen a read that good since Phaedra talked about Kenya going down to the sperm bank and she didn't know if her baby daddy was a serial killer or needed $10 for a piece of pizza. I said, you know what? You better gather him, Jamal.
And I'm like gathering him up. And that's the part that gets me when people are surprised by that. I'm like, you're surprised that this man who literally New Birth went to go get him out of all the other people, probably all the other like pastors looking for employment, went and got Jamal Bryant to take over Bishop Eddie Long's church, not because y'all sat him down, not because y'all removed him, but because that man is now on the other side of Jordan, allegedly. You was like, y'all do realize they didn't remove Eddie Long. No. Jamal Bryant is there because he died.
Literally. He was still preaching in them tight shirts with all that controversy going on.
All of it.
And let's not forget, Jamal Bryant is the son of a bishop.
That part.
He ain't new to this.
He is not new to this. And so when people are like, oh my God, like people who are watching Potomac, and I'm sitting here like, y'all, I'm from Baltimore. I hate to break this to you. Jamal Bryant has a certain kind of congregation. It's all full of young people. They don't care. This man was supposed to be sat down for 3 months. They brought him back in 3 weeks. They don't care. They didn't care.
Them pews need to be filled up.
They put that
Jamal
man
know how to fill them pews up.
He know how to. Excuse me. I remember when he was in this auditorium of a high school here in Baltimore. Then moved to a bigger place. Moved to the Forum, and then he moved to a church. The Forum is an event space, y'all. If y'all didn't know, yeah, that's where his church used to be. Now he got into a very, very big old place by itself. But oh baby, His rise is organic. Also, he's been like this since theology school, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares that your pastors and preachers are also giving away penis like prayers.
Listen, they're people.
They're people.
At the end of the day, they just have a different job, and with each job comes a different level of responsibility. There's stuff that you're supposed to do and not supposed to do. Granted, but they're still people.
God caught a lot of people. It's like, believe me, if we had our way, he wouldn't have called a drunk.
Listen. Y'all be like, I'm not going to church because it's a whole bunch of hypocrites there. That ain't stop you from going to work.
That ain't stop you from going to work.
That stop you from getting your hair cut. Looking in the mirror. Hello. Yellow.
And that's the thing. So it's kind of like, I hear y'all when y'all say it, but let me just be very clear. That lady with the bird calling him Pastor Holy Whore, I'm like, y'all think that is cute? Let me just say the churchy part of me was like, oh, you don't do that. Is he a whore? Yes. Do you call a man of God that? No.
First of all, he's a whoremonger if we want to get biblical, but
I'm just saying. Like, y'all thought it was like, you can't ask for respect for your husband and then disrespect a man of the clergy, because if your pastor that you lied to with them tears, somebody called him a whore, you be ready to knock that person out.
They be knucking and bucking and ready to
You be
fight.
ready to tussle, honey. You be ready to tussle.
Listen, not us defending Jamal Bryant.
Look at that.
I was like,
hello, how did I get here? Because I'm like, I hear y'all, but let's be very clear. We've been new about Jamal.
That it's not new to us.
It's not new to us, baby. Oh,
he's an orator.
And he is definitely, this man is a wordsmith, and he always has been. Also, sidebar, married to medicine with Heavenly and Contessa.
Yes.
I have said this. I've said this a lot. When it comes to those two, Contessa is full of shit. Here's the other part of that. So is Heavenly. I mean, Heavenly, let's be very clear. You're like, I've always been honest with her. I know, girl, if I am wrong about this, I will literally go be an usher at Jamal Bryant's church in Atlanta. I know for a fact that you never said to Contessa's face, Scott is abusive, but you damn sure said it on your goddamn show. That is the issue. Contessa literally can talk to you, and you are sitting here like, oh yeah, I was honest. Yeah, you were probably honest and just listened when she talked. Saying that Scott was, because one, Funky talked to Contessa on his channel, which was very much like, that's interesting, because he's very good friends with Contessa. Did he call her out about some stuff? Yup. Because was Contessa full of shit? Also, yup. However, Contessa not the only one here. It's like, Contessa, you don't have to keep doing this. Stop doing this. Do not actually act like y'all weren't friends because you found out your loudmouth, shady ass friend didn't think that she should not do this shit with you, because you didn't do what Quad and Jackie did. They went to her and said, let me tell your ass something. Shut the fuck up. Stop mentioning my husband. You know she don't mention Curtis no more because Jackie dug in her ass.
Period.
And the only way that Jackie Walters will do. You do not say, she said, stop that. Quad got in her face. Contessa, you listening to Toya and Simone, two women who were not fucking with Contessa. That's why you should have talked to Jacqueline. Jacqueline been like, no, let's talk about this. Even though I'm saying, we did have a phone call. I'm like, I don't think y'all had the phone call that you think you're having. But again, Contessa, you're trying to save face. Y'all still fighting at BravoCon about bullshit. Let me tell you something. If you are done and you are done with this relationship, fucking bury it. Stop trying to get people to see your side. If you think you're doing what's best for you, you don't need no cosign. I don't give a good goddamn. I'm like, I don't give a good damn what the fuck y'all think. I know y'all love Heavenly. Stephanie loves Heavenly too on the show, but let's be very clear. If she was my friend, she'd wear me thin. I would not be talking too much about my stuff, considering that here was the other problem with Heavenly and people not listening when she said that. She don't watch the episodes. So she like, oh, she just recapping the show that she don't watch because she flat out said I don't watch the show. I watch the episodes. I'm like, how you recapping the show? Y'all hear what she's saying? I'm like, is it me? Is it me? Am I the only one listening? And the thing about I don't think Contessa's a bad person. I don't think Heavenly's a bad person. Because I'm like, when Quad was like, look at me, and she was like, listen, even though she kept shaking her head, I'm like, she ain't really listening. I could hear her brain rattling as she's shaking her head. But it's still, she would have respected that more. Contessa, you should have walked in the house and clean cussed her the fuck on out. Fuck these motherfucking cameras. Stop doing shit for Toya. That punk ass bitch.
You should have did it when you felt it and not waited till you started filming.
Thank
Number one.
you. It's like
number two, she done said everything, but he's a good man, Savannah. Like, okay, if you want to stay with your husband, that's your business. Like, but you can't ignore the fact that your whole storyline the previous season was your husband. So if you got beef with Heavenly, address it with Heavenly as soon as possible. Get in her face, talk to her about it. But this whole waiting game. Oh, and then to act like you didn't do what you did last season.
That's the thing. Simone and Jackie tried to call her ass out, man. It's like, wait a minute, Tess, we are so confused because on social media, on Instagram, you and Scott seem lovey-dovey. Then we're talking to you, and you're telling us he ain't shit. They flat out came to you and said that. It burned your pussy up to watch Heavenly say, I think he's abusive, because I know she never say that to you. That's what you're mad about, and be that honest. It's like you can have your opinion, Heavenly. There is a chorus, a whole goddamn mass choir on social media talking about Contessa. It looks real weird when you see one of the soloists as your fucking friend. It's different. And Heavenly, stop acting like it's not. Heavenly, you not that stupid. Heavenly is not stupid. And she's like, y'all wait. And she's like, well, you ain't explain it. Mariah flat out explained, which Mariah, shut the hell up about this. How about that? Your mama thing really bothered her. What did Heavenly keep doing? She fucking kept doing it.
Your mama.
It's like, girl. I was like, first of all, I'm like, Heavenly, I'm like, Mariah, what the hell are you talking about? But I guess it hits different when your mama is sick.
It hit different when your mama looked like Miss Lucy, but let me stop. Let me be nice.
Ooh, I swear, if she helped me in the head with a pocketbook, I swear I'd have backhanded her.
Listen,
girl, you ain't gonna need a cane. You're gonna need a fucking walker. Hit me again.
And listen, I don't want to come off easy on Heavenly, okay? Because I did kind of go kind of hard on Contessa. But here's the thing: Heavenly is so damn funny.
Right? It's like, I'm trying not to laugh at your ass, but here you go.
It's like, I truly believe that Heavenly's upbringing affects how she interacts with people. She still doesn't know how to interact with women.
Nope.
Not related to. She's met daddy, baited daddy, married daddy. So that's really the only relationship she knows how to maintain. Correct. So when she says she got a problem if it comes to her losing money, because she knows what that feels like. Because her relationship with money is because she grew up without it. She's like, I don't want to ever be in a position where I don't have it. So she understands that. But growing up without friends, she can lose friends.
Female friends. I don't think she has a lot of female friends.
I don't think so. But she feels like she brought Audra on the show. So that tells you she don't have a lot of female friends. But yeah. So Heavenly could lose friends because she never really had them growing up. As long as she got daddy and her businesses and her kids, she cool.
She good.
She could take or leave the show too, like, to be 100% honest. I feel like Heavenly be like, I don't need a damn show, but if y'all want to roll along with me, it's cool. I'm cool with y'all as long as y'all cool with me. I don't think Heavenly would ever pull a Nene Leaks.
Oh, Lanithia.
My girl.
Lanithia. I'm like, that's my girl. But like, some of the things she be having me going down bad, honey. Like,
listen,
me down bad.
But if Heavenly were to ever read Andy, baby,
child,
it would be one for the record books. But I don't think she that dumb, because
she's not. Heavenly's a lot of things she won't, because when she flat out said on her YouTube show, if anybody ever hits her, that's the day she leaving, because I ain't getting hit on no camera. I'm like, you do realize she just told y'all how to get her off this show. Yeah, y'all smack Heavenly. Heavenly is gone. She's like, nope, I'm gone. I'm like, oh girl, don't say that out loud, because they just figured this out. So now they gotta figure out who has no problem hitting somebody on camera.
I was about to say, who would try and hit Heavenly? Because I think, listen, I don't know if Heavenly could fight, but with that mouth she got, she sure enough can bite. Okay,
right? Because that's what I'm saying. I'm like, she's a Florida girl, so I'm like, no, because she's a Florida girl, and I'm like. She's like, if I fight, I'm like, it sounds like it's not that she can't. She seems like a Kenya. It's not that she can't fight, she won't. It's I think Heavenly can't fight, but the fact that she said on camera, and I think it has to do with the fact that she's like, I could lose my license for fighting. So she's like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm like, Heavenly, I agree. That's fine.
Yeah.
Toya.
Y'all know y'all broke, bitch.
This is the thing. Let me give her some flowers before I literally bury her ass.
Go ahead.
Toya is a very good mother. Her children are beautiful. She takes really good care of them.
Yes.
Toya, what you're not going to do is act like Jacqueline Walters should have left her perch in her house to come and console you when you flat out told her your man cheated because he was lonely. She should have beat your ass. So for you to sit here and say she should have comforted me when there was a rumor, when literally that happened to Jackie, and you telling her, well, it's kind of your fault because you lonely. I'd have been looking like, I know you fucking lying. Wait a minute, hold up. She ain't even check on me about a rumor. Thou doth protesteth too much. Ma'am, Curtis did cheat on Jackie, and you flat out just blamed her. When it was caught and she got divorced, you didn't want her coming on no trip because you don't want no single woman around your husband.
Around Eugene?
Eugene. That man is working 23 and a half hours a day. When is he? You are the one who seems to have space and opportunity, not Eugene.
I mean, only one of us went on TV and talked about our partner's body parts. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, and vanilla sex. I said, oh, is that trying to like convince people that, girl? And it's like, and y'all want to talk about Contessa? I'm like, I want to know why y'all not digging in Toya's ass as much as we dig in Contessa's ass. Because I'm like, did she say that Scott's dick was small? Because she definitely didn't. She was like, oh no, we fight like dogs, and then he fucked me like ridiculous. We fuck like porn stars. That's how that comes off.
I would like to see it.
I would like to see it, honey. I'm just saying I would like to see it. Because y'all look like y'all get down. Y'all look like y'all fucking closets, okay? I'm just saying. So Toya, what you're not going to do is say like, y'all didn't come and check on me. Girl, fuck you. It's like, are you kidding me right now? You are not with Jackie. Jackie's like, oh, okay. Oh, that wouldn't have been me. And y'all know Carter's my girl. She had me down bad on a couple things, but that's neither here nor there. The fact that she flat out said, I did this to hurt you and I was wrong and I'm sorry. Do you know we don't see people being that honest? No, I did
we
this to
never
hurt
see
you.
it. We never see it.
She's like, I only did it to hurt you. Didn't she make no excuses? She just said, I did it to hurt you and I was wrong and I'm sorry. Toya, you didn't say the same thing. She's like, I never said that rumor. Start of saying, I thought she was saying this because, is she saying this about me because she fucked her contractor? Insane. Right. Bitch, that was you in that fucking cabin that apparently the Real Housewives of. I'm like, is that the same house that they were? I'm sorry, did Bravo get a lease? Is this y'all? Is this the Atlanta house?
Blue Ridge, right?
Is this Blue Ridge? Yeah, I was like, is that the same? I was like, is this the same house? Because y'all, we got a house. Who's we? Bravo. Okay. It was like, girl, it's like, and that's the thing. Quad, girl, don't do this with like, you need to stop. But Toya, you won't stop playing in my face. Anila, Toya, and again, when it comes to violence, I'm like, violence needs to make sense. If Toya had literally leaped off that couch and beat Anila's ass, I'd be like, let him fight. She need to kick her ass because Anila be playing. I didn't know nothing. It was quad and time out. Where that scene? Because I saw that scene where you said to Zaina, you need to bring up the rumor. Mm-hmm. You flat in here just said that you didn't know about the rumor. You didn't know. So why are you telling her to bring up a rumor? Because you knew. It's like, I'm not trying to do absolve Quad because Quad knew that she heard the rumor for somebody else. So I'm like, okay. Also, the whole thing with the hit out, it's funny that we're not talking about the fact that the reason that they kind of believed it is because it came from Carrie. Carrie's not trustworthy because Carrie kind of lies about some stuff because she definitely raked Mariah over the coals. And I was like, I don't know if she's truthful, but it's not lost on me that y'all kind of believe it because it came from Carrie.
Yep. And why is it Carrie at the reunion?
Don't they usually and why are they not talking? Why are her and Toya not speaking? Audra is having a baby. So it's like, yeah, that's why she wasn't there. And I feel like if it was like their reunion was in Atlanta, Audra probably would have came. But because they fly them all out to New York, it's like that's the reason why they're not. So yeah, Toya, don't play with me. Because the way that I really wish Audra shit had landed. Because one, Toya had that shit coming. You gonna stop playing with people. You gonna stop doing this thing. You did come after Audra first. You came after her first. And then it was like, girl, everybody don't respond to you calling them no bitch, especially when I don't fucking know your ass.
I don't know you. We're not friends.
Like, don't bitch, like, bitch, who? Who are you talking to? She should have beat your ass. I got your number, hussy. It's like, what? Toya, you are not innocent in here. You want to just talk about his quad? The only person I'm like, no digging her ass, Toya, is Anila. Anila be playing. You playing. And you literally, like, you don't realize how low-key racist what you were doing actually was. Because you're trying to insinuate something about your Black co-workers and your co-stars. I'm like, you don't realize how that sounds, but somebody had to be involved. Really? Then how did you get robbed a second time? Who's involved with that? How are you getting robbed a second time? And how do you still have those Ring cameras in your house? Just don't call Teddy's husband, okay? Then it'll be a third time, and we don't have time. You're like, we built this house from the ground up, and you could sell it and move. According to Toya, people were making money in that neighborhood. That's what she said.
Do we think that Anila is coming back?
I hope not. I don't want her to come back. But the bad part about it is I think they're gonna bring everybody back. Which I kind of hope they don't.
I blame Real Housewives. Because since they bringing everybody back, now they gotta bring everybody back.
They're gonna have to bring everybody back. And unless we're gonna get a launch party of that book, do not bring Simone back. She can stay because she tried it too. First of all,
that mouth of hers, I'm tired of seeing it.
I'm tired of seeing her. And also, I think it's very odd that the woman who went out and bought a very expensive car by herself thinks it's crazy that Quad can literally afford a house when she spent many years married to a man who paid for everything. So all that money she earned from Married to Medicine and Sister Circle went into a nice little nest egg. I think it's hilarious that you think she can't afford it.
Just I'm not.
It's like the thing about you say she's a single woman, and Simone, you have a husband, you have a South house, and you bought a car. I don't think Cecil put any money down. He ain't chipping at any point.
But wasn't Cecil doing real estate? Then he was doing.
Then he has like some little app.
Doing that.
I don't know what happened in this app. I don't know what he's doing. I think he retired and just throwing axes and playing golf. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He wasting her money. That's what he's doing. But let me.
Y'all got 2 kids, and I'm like, and also Quad don't have any kids. You got 2 kids to put into college. Between Jackie and Quad, these are the 2 people who like, it's just, well, Jackie has Curtis, but Curtis is retired and he don't seem to have a lot of maintenance.
No.
So it's like Quad got his mama, but her mama can live in the house. So that's not an additional bill.
Right.
She got her nephew, but that again, not really additional bills because she got the room. And so, because I had also had questions about why the nephew, I'm like, why don't I was like,
Uh-huh.
why the nephew? But then when she explained it, I'm like, I guess it still was very much like, so why is she not living there? I'm like, oh, because y'all not all that cool, because y'all weren't all that cool before, but maybe y'all just working on it and trying to make it work. But if she moving, of course, it's like, yeah, get them stable while I'm moving up and figuring out what I want to do. She could also live there. I mean, I feel like the house is big enough.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely big enough.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why Toya mad.
Girl, you keep moving. It's like this is my dream house. Then you move to your dreamier house. You move to your dreamiest house next year. So as much as I'm like digging in Neela's ass, Eugene, stop acting like that shit was not funny. Because they
It
all
was
laughed
hilarious
until they saw your face. And you're like, you should feel bad. I don't. It's like, I don't.
Listen,
I feel bad that your feelings are hurt. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I didn't think this would hit you like this, but should Quad be digging in your ass about that diva shirt? Should she? Because I feel like I'm not going to feel comfortable because we are recording this before the third part comes out. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about seeing Eugene yell across a room at Quad.
I don't like it.
It's gonna bother me because I'm like, I want to hear everybody who had an issue with Aaron Snacky Ross standing up going, stop fucking with my wife. And he barely was like not even above a whisper. I swear to beans. I'm just like, okay. I want to know. I want them same people like, how dare he? I want y'all to be this mad because if y'all not, I'm like, let me guess. I know why.
Stand up. Stand up.
It was just like, because when that scene happened on that night, I'm like, wait, that's it? I thought he'd like cussed Kenya out. And I'm like, but he didn't. And that's why I'm like, I'm glad with Kenya and Sandy. It was like grand opening, grand closing on that whole scene. I'm like, yeah, because it don't need that much energy. There's other stuff that needed energy, but that's neither here nor there. Because I was like, no, I get it. Is it inappropriate? Yes. Is it like the way that y'all described it? No. It's like, is it inappropriate? Yeah. It's like, Aaron, you could have paid that. Ross, sit down. Just pay it. Talk about it in bed. Get Lockjaw in the bedroom so she can like work it out. But yeah, don't do this because it looks really weird on camera. It's like, is it that bad? No. Is it inappropriate? Yeah, it is. Because it's like, girl, you don't see Todd doing that. And honestly, sometimes she should, but that's neither here nor there.
Get her, Portia. Get her, Portia.
Get her. Drag her. You can drag her down. I'm like, see, Todd is a Leo, and every time I forget, I'm like, it's because he's a Leo. I forgot.
I feel like ever since Nene's told Peter he was acting like a bitch, the men decided, you know what, we don't want to be seen like that. So we just stay quiet.
Let's see. Peter's a big ass bitch. Eugene is a big ass bitch. And I was like, I'm sorry. I agree with Contessa.
And we see how quickly Toya got over that.
Yeah. It's like you got more energy for all these other people, but you know, Contessa, who was your friend, can call your man a big ass bitch, which by the way he is. But that's neither here nor there.
Clearly Toya agrees.
I was like, okay, well, I guess he can call you a big ass bitch. Okay. I don't know. Y'all are super weird. Okay, I don't have to say.
It's getting weird. It's getting in my Nene voice.
Oh my God, it's getting. I mean, you know what? If what she's saying is true, and we can get a conversation, I honestly would not mind. I wouldn't mind her coming back, but the thing about it is, I don't understand how that would happen.
If they could bring Phaedra back,
girl,
they could find a way,
girl,
to get Nene back.
They can, because the thing about it is, I'm like, I hear y'all when y'all say, however, if I was Candy, and I'm setting the record as the longest tenured housewife, I would pack me, my man, my wig, my restaurants, my businesses, my sex toys, and walk the fuck out the door before y'all let that lady back in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, see, that's the thing. Candy can call Bravo Brass to say, guess what? We ain't doing these little Instagram lives anymore. Put it on the fucking channel. And what happened? It's like, Candy, I'm like, that's the thing. I'm like, I hear y'all when y'all say it. I'm like, she ain't start the rumor. Yeah. But why y'all acting like that wasn't a big deal? And with her closeness to Tiny, that's what people still call her Bill Cosby. And that shit is not cool. It's like, no, that shit is not okay. It's like, it's not okay. And also, because when it happened with, person like, why would she believe it? I was like, yeah, why would she believe? Because it came from Phaedra. Phaedra's a friend. That's why she believed that shit. I'm like, there's no possible way other than Phaedra was her friend. So why would her friend lie on her like that? She's not, it's like, okay, she's not lying. Because I mean, Phaedra was Candy's friend. It's like, it made sense to me. I don't know why it doesn't make sense to other people. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like, what? One, but I don't think she said say it on camera, hence why Portia should have been gone. But that's neither here nor there. It's like, but I think she literally spent like a lot of she needs to forgive me. I don't need to forgive you for shit. For what? I'll get over it when I want to get over it. Which that season after that, it made me crack up every time because I'm like, she's a Taurus, so she gonna be stubborn as fuck. Also, I don't blame her. I'm like, I'm like, girl, I don't fuck with you. It's like, yeah, you can like be like Marlo, you can stick that apology up your ass. I am not Michelle Obama. You go low, I'm going with you. I'm like, I respect that. Like, I'm sorry, this whole like I'm gonna go, you go low, I'm gonna go high. Fuck that. Let me tell you something. I'm Harry Potter, you Tom Riddle. We going over the side. No, we not doing this. Because it's like, that's the thing. It's like, why I got to keep being the bigger person? Sometimes you're like, I'm getting tired of being the goddamn bigger person. Fuck that. We going over the cliff. Let's go. You coming or what? I was like, what you want me to say? So this has been so fun.
Yeah,
I appreciate you. I needed a laugh.
Come on now. I think we all needed a laugh today. It was very dark today, like waking up to all this darkness. And it's the first day of November. We're officially in Mariah Carey season. We should have a little bit of sunshine.
Yes. Yeah, just a little bit. It's got to be a little bit. It's like we need something because I swear I was not prepared to see that because I'm like, that boy was 28 years old. PNB, how old he was. I think he was in his 20s too.
Yeah. Dolph was in his 20s, I think.
Yeah. It's like, girl, anytime you got the guy who literally just said panda for like 3.5 minutes going, you know, I think I'm gonna stop rapping. And I'm sitting here like, when'd you start? See,
I was about to say, I thought you already stopped, Bill.
I mean, I was like, I could do panda for 3 minutes and maybe I'll get a hit, probably won't. But you know, anytime they're like, I am literally rethinking how I want to do things, you may start to see people just kind of go back to the days when we ain't know shit about people.
As it should be.
Correct. Could you imagine if like Prince was still here with social media or Michael Jackson? Girl, what?
Michael Jackson would not.
He would be literally like, he would have a private, he'd be like Beyonce with her little private little snap and her Finsta somewhere. And it's like,
She's like, Legion, we know that's you, Beyonce. We know that.
I'm just saying. I'm like, girl, we know, but we ain't gonna say nothing because
we don't want to.
I look, I want to keep getting the stuff, so I ain't gonna say anything. So there's that. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm like, we know it's you, girl. Anytime you see pictures with Beyonce and she got a Snapchat filter, like, what the hell is her Snapchat? What? Please. What are you talking about? What Snapchat?
Kelly, tell us what the damn Snapchat is.
See, Michelle. I don't want, like, one of y'all know it.
Where Sarah, Latavia,
Angela, where you at? Solange is like, she'll beat my ass if I ask her for it. She'll be like, but your raggedy ass nephew, Jules, probably would because he raggedy. Embarrassing his grandmama like this. Don't embarrass Nana.
Don't embarrass Mama Tina. Come on now.
Don't you embarrass her. Like, get your shit together.
Get it together, Daniel.
Oh my gosh, but y'all, So before we go, so please tell everybody how they can find you. They can find the show with my girl D, who's living her
Hi.
best fucking life. I'm like, I want to be her when I grow up.
Okay. Well, if y'all like what you hear, you could go ahead and find me at Fab Fresh and Fly on Instagram and on Twitter. And for my podcast, Bad and Boozy Podcast, we are at Bad and Boozy Pod. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere where you get your podcasts. So if you're listening to this on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, you'll be able to find us. Just search Bad and Boozy, and we should pop up.
Yay! Yes, please. So this is the thing. When it comes to like drink recommendations, I listen to D and So. It's like, yeah, I see vegan food, spirited drinks, wine. I only listen to Black people, most notably Black women. Okay. I only listen to y'all. So it's like, excuse me, did they say they like it? It's not good. Okay, that means it's off the list. All right. Glad we got it. Because we were talking about like drinks for like House of the Dragon, and you did mention Fireball, and I'm like, Fireball is a weird thing because it's like it's a great shot, but other than that, what we doing with it?
We're gonna put it in a hot toddy. That's what
I mean, that's true. You know what? That's right. Now I want a hot toddy with some Fireball. I wonder if we're like, and I'm thinking like a far ahead. This thing gonna be in 2 years when it comes to House of Dragon season 2. Are we gonna have like craft beers? Because you know they have like pop-up events for like Game of Thrones. I feel like y'all should have like craft beers, different drinks. I feel like for House of Dragon, outside of Fireball, is Fireball bourbon?
It's a whiskey.
It's a whiskey. So whiskey, bourbon, those are the kind of drinks I feel like that's going to be very House of Dragon-ish.
House of Dragon is definitely dark liquor activities.
It very much is. There's not a clear liquor in the bunch.
No.
There's not even clear water, y'all. It's like, no. It's like, it's dark liquor. Are you kidding me? It's like, it's got to be, and it's got to be something that's hearty. It's like, it's got to be something that's like, oh, just hit me in my neck, girl. Oh my God, it's got hair on my chest. What the fuck? It's like, so yeah, beer, bourbon, whiskey.
Yeah. You name it.
Gin. Gin is debatable, I think. No. So yeah, bourbon, whiskey, beer. Yup, that sounds about right. But y'all, this has been a Mocha Minutes podcast. I will be back. It is now November. November is now going to become a very weird month for me because my dad's birthday is in November. So it's going to be a very weird month. Not sure how it's going to go. Not sure how I'm going to do this, or may not be talking about current events. Maybe just I might bring out some vintage Mocha, y'all. I don't know. I'm still trying to take this day by day. Grief is not linear. Grief is like chaos. It's a ladder. It is not linear, ebbs and flows, but November 8th is always going to be a very special day for me. So let's see. But hopefully I will be back next week for some more talk about shows. Going to continue about shows. Oh, I just realized Married to Medicine is still on.
Yeah, there's one more thing.
Yeah, it's one more part. It's one more part of the reunion. Let me talk to Miss Taria. Okay. All right, y'all. I will be back. Thank you for listening. Please, 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 where you get your podcast, look for Bad and Boozy. Where you're on Instagram, find D and So. Their stuff will be in the show notes for this. And I believe, don't y'all have a Patreon?
Yes, we do. We have a Patreon. We have a paywall. We have exclusive episodes. So we release bi-weekly. The weeks that we don't release on the main line, we are behind the paywall. So if you want to get us every week, join the Patreon. We have $2 hollers, 5 and 10, and you can get you a little piece of us for, the price of a cocktail.
Yes, please do. Please support Black women. I love it. And also, yeah, if you would like to buy me a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Mocha Minutes. Patreon is coming soon. And I'm looking at it's November. So this seems like it's going to be a 2023 thing for Mocha Minutes. Because I'm still crafting about what's going to go on the Patreon, or is it going to be all my thoughts? It's going to be all my grief thoughts. It's going to be just like stuff that I'm like, look, I'm not trying to get sued. But I'm still going to say allegedly, even though it's behind a paywall. but still deciding. But y'all, thank you for listening to the Minutes podcast. Okay.